She can totally keep a secret no matter what the DM says.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Completely. No problem there at all. Yep. Nope. Perfect. I'm Brandon. I'm your headmaster today. I play so many people in this campaign. So many. But yeah, welcome to good old D and D Play 20. Our tech guy is Peter today instead of Mari, so thank you, Peter. We are going to be
Thanks,
going.
Peter.
Yeah, we're going to be going for just around 2 hours today because we do have a hard stop for one of our players. So we have a lot of shenanigans to get through. So let's start off with our lovely recap from Gideon.
Okie dokie. We picked back up on Sunday right after our Ravenclaws solved Helen's riddle and found a new spell book. They were then mobbed by the rest of the Ravenclaws to decide now if they were going to share this new old spell or not. Professor Flitwick then came to the rescue and shooed them away to give the first years space. It was decided that they would think on the matter for a while before deciding what to do. Emelia finally did learn who it was that Winston was hanging around. Her name was Cassidy, and she's Clara's house owl, which I believe Clara's a Flamel, right?
Yeah.
And was a much older owl than Winston. We love that for him. Gideon spent the day doing some flying practice, and for once she was allowed to practice on the Quidditch pitch, seeing as she was doing extremely well. Chester was also out there watching the practice that was going on and going over all his notes, trying to see if he was correct in predicting the outcome of the next match. He was determined to help his team win this year from the sidelines. Come Monday morning at breakfast, the rest of our students started to hear others talking about something the first-year Ravenclaws had found, but before anything could come of it, Gideon set off one of her new fun items from Uncle George. Stupid Fred and Rose also had the same idea, as her and 3 rodent rockets scampered into the hall and exploded in a showing of fireworks left and right. Gideon put hers under the seat of stupid Polly Chapman, and Fred's and Rose's went under the Ravenclaws. After the smoke cleared, the 3 were given detention from the Slytherin prefect. Gideon ignored that and went to protect her, Ava and Emelia, from all the people staring at them. Chester tried hiding under his table, but that's where most of the explosions happened, and dove for cover elsewhere. After the smoke cleared and things went back to normal, Chester learned a new spell from Yosh. He learned Calaveria? I don't know. A spell that would allow him to create a small illusion so that he can have fun with his D&D character and show everyone what it was he was doing. It also took him a few tries before he got the hang of the spell. On the way to History of Magic class, Scorpius handed Ava a box without a word. She then, for the first time this year, was late for a class as she ran to a bathroom to open it. It was a business card from Draco's shop with "should have been a Slytherin" written on it. It also had something magical about it, so she put it in her pocket and ran to class. Finally, she got a response from him, even though this wasn't what she thought she was going to get. History of Magic with Professor Dumbledore was boring for most, but a few students loved it. They learned all about the Goblin Rebellion of 1612. Chester, though, just started wondering if this was going to be something his character in Yosh's D&D game should already know about, and how it was going to affect the next session. The professor did hand around a replica of a sword that one Bodrid the Bearded created and used in the battle, and that the horn he once carried is now at Hogwarts to look at. This also made Chester perk up, wondering if it was the same one he blew in his D&D game, and that if he could bring the actual horn to the next session and blow it, what would happen. Then he remembered that in his game it summoned werewolves and that Teddy might come charging in. Gideon wanted to sleep through this class, but they were all put into 2 different groups and forced to debate the subjects of wand and goblins. Once the debate was over, Professor Aberforth handed out a few old badges that said "spew" on them, and that if anyone was interested in another debate about a sensitive topic, to research these. Once class was over, Chester went to find the horn, and the rest went to figure out what to do about the spell. Chester found the horn and took it out of the cabinet it was in, cleaned it off, and saw some sort of writing on it. But since he didn't speak gobbledygook, he put it back to figure out what to do with it later. Our Ravenclaws then had a discussion and finally decided that they would learn the spell first and see what happens, then decide if they would share it or not. So they told Professor Flitwick, and he summoned someone from the Ministry who came into the Ravenclaw common room via the Flu Network. That is where we left Thaddeus.
Perfect. Thank you. You can take your heroic inspiration and
I
probably
always
use
need
it at some point today. Can almost guarantee you'll probably use it at some point today. Perfect.
Probably.
Thank you. So we are. I put good old Thaddeus Quillstroke in roll 20 for you, so you can see him in all his glory. So as you guys, and for our lovely listeners, Belvedere and Sate are going to be playing Ravenclaws for the first little bit today, because we are picking up pretty much right where we had left off. So as soon as Thaddeus shows up, and you all take a look at him, he just pretty much nonchalantly goes, "My name is Thaddeus Quillstroke. I came at the behest of the Ministry, and, dare I say, at the whispered urging of Hogwarts herself. You have uncovered something, haven't you? Something not merely ancient, but buried in purpose. A spell or device tied to Rowena Ravenclaw's legacy. Am I wrong?"
Millie just kind of like goes,
Yeah, I didn't think so. "You should know, not all knowledge is meant to be used. Some spells are puzzles for a reason, because unlocking them does have a cost. My department investigates spells and enchantments with uncertain effects. Spells whose activation may alter memories, destabilize time, summon consciousnesses best left sleeping, or worse. Now, there are a few tests we must conduct before any spell of this magnitude can be cast. Plus, we need to discuss the ramifications of this spell in the wizarding and muggle world. If, and only if, I deem this new spell safe, you can learn it. So, we have a few lovely little tests that we must do. So, gather around, everybody, if you can. So, he pretty much gets you all to go in a semicircle around him. And he asks the ones who learned, who actually found the spell to, the spellbook, and solved the Ravenclaw riddle to gather around. He then pulls out a wand and just he grabs the book from Professor Flitwick. "We must determine whether the magic involved is stable. We'll need to test the magical residue, run diagnostic hex fields, and see if the spell reacts to specific types of intent, particularly ambition or fear." So you see him just grab his wand and do a few little tests, and he's got a clipboard, and he's checking off a few things with a quill. The arcane analysis seems pretty good. Now, we must take a look, and he starts flipping through a few pages. The ethical consequence matrix. Does this spell override free will? I don't think so. Does it manipulate minds or emotions? Potentially. Is the knowledge gained worth potential sacrifice? Doesn't demand any blood or soul, so I think we're good there. Now, in true Ravenclaw fashion, we must have a debate. And as soon as you have everybody say debate, all the Ravenclaws pretty much just start lining up with a pros and cons area, because this is what you guys love to do. So I would like to go over who wants to be on a pro side of this spell and who wants to be on the con side of this spell for the debate.
Can you remind the class, Brandon, what the spell does?
Ooh, I can. So we are potentially trying to figure out if we're going to be learning Find Familiar. It's a little different than normally what the Find Familiar spell for 5e is. This one, let me find where I put it. So many pages. So you're going to be learning the Fidelis Apparatus spell. It's an incantation of advanced summoning. It's from a book that you guys unlocked called Magica Antica, The Forgotten Arts, in an ancient tome in the Hogwarts library. This spell allows a wizard to form an unbreakable magical bond with a small sentient creature. Unlike ordinary pets, this bonded creature, called a Fidelis, can share thoughts and emotions with its wizard, perform minor magical feats, and even serve as an extension of their magic. Once cast, the spell does not summon a creature, but instead finds and awakens a suitable magical familiar, calling it to the wizard as if fate herself has arranged their meeting. Many students who attempt this spell report the Fidelis appearing days later, seemingly by choice. And there is quite a bit of a ritual to actually cast the spell.
Lear's mood makes him look for a Ravenclaw person to be pro-spell and maybe anti-Ministry of Magic authoritarianism. If that doesn't exist, then maybe something the complete opposite, like anti-sharing the spell, possibly with issues from the past Wizarding Wars or something. So I don't know who you've got that suits either of those.
Just any random Ravenclaws. You have like everyone from 1st to 7th year here, so just pretend yourself that you're a Ravenclaw. I know it's kind of hard being Chester. So
nope, that's okay.
Yep.
I will raise my hand then.
Okay. So you want to be on the pro side or con side?
Pro side.
Okay. Annie? Oh, well, I should say Amelia. Would you like to be on the pro side or con side for this debate?
I think pro.
Okay.
I'm trying to find all my notes.
And how about Gideon? You want to play Ravenclaw on pro side or con side?
I don't know. I feel like we should have someone on the con side, just for argument's sake, but I don't think it'll be a very good con side. So I'll
Should be
go
on the con side.
Huh? What Belle?
I said I don't know if anyone in Ravenclaw would actually be on the con side.
Probably not any, but there'd be a few.
I think they actually probably would, because one of like the main tenets of Ravenclaws is that like they don't really want to like share their like what they consider like their rewards and stuff, right? Yeah. So they'd
want to keep it in house.
Yeah.
They'd really want to keep it in house.
Nobody else is smart enough to be trusted with this knowledge besides us. So.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was like a no one gets to learn it thing, not a... So, misunderstanding by me, that's all.
Is this is this a should we share it question, or is that... that's what I thought it was, but...
This is just more the ramifications, the pro versus con on actually learning it.
Okay. I'll go pros, but I might throw a con in there just to be
I'm okay
contrarian.
With that. Okay. All right. So as everybody separates, you're going to notice that there's probably more people on the pro side than the con side. To some extent, it could be a little 50-50. You would notice that Professor Flitwick is staying out of this debate because he's technically kind of like the one in charge here. So, Professor Thaddeus is just going to look over and ask a simple question. Now, this spell itself, there's lots of things it could be used for. It could be used for surveillance and reconnaissance. We could use this familiar to scout dangerous areas like the Forbidden Forest or technically to spy on anyone without being seen. Do you all weigh that as a pro or a con? Any thoughts?
Depends on the situation.
Mm.
I mean, is it fair to even put them in that position if they're sentient now? Like, what happens if we put them in there and then they get caught and, like, die or something? Do they come back? Did we just kill them?
He's going to just start flipping through the book. He hasn't shown the book to anyone. He's kind of like hovering that so nobody can read what's inside of this thing. Well,
I have
that's
a question.
Yes.
Why are you here? If Rowena left this puzzle and no one in the ministry has been smart enough to solve it and figure out the spell, how come you guys feel that you're entitled to dictate whether the students that earned it and solved the puzzle and were given the spell should need your permission to learn it?
Well, that is a good question. And plus, well, this is something she kept for herself. So kind of hard for us to know about it when she kept it to herself. But
So you're looking at a spell that you didn't solve the puzzle or earn the right to.
I am part of the ministry, and this is my department.
The ministry didn't solve the spell. If they created the spell by themselves, you wouldn't even know about it.
This is more about the ethical reasons for, like, learning the spell. Plus, this is actual in magic law that anything of this potential, you can definitely see how this would definitely be used by dark wizards for quite evil purposes. That is one of the reasons why we're debating this.
Here's the other question. Is there anything in the spell that dark wizards could use for evil that they couldn't already do another way?
Depending on the wizard itself, but yes. This is a brand new spell, so there's a lot of things that this thing could do. Reading through part of this, do you think this would be, well, it could be used for lots of things, like spirit manipulation. Enhanced surveillance is the main one, and espionage is our main problem. Like, could you send this creature through anti-wards for, like, what's the word Brandon's looking for? Preparating.
But if it's magical, if it was made sentient by magic.
But it's technically a spirit.
Which is magic in itself, no?
To some extent, yes. Until we actually try it, it's kind of hard to tell, but that's what we're debating. Do you think this would be a breach of privacy? Like the ability to spy through walls or sneak into wards could be seen as a gross violation of the wizarding privacy laws, possibly illegal under most ministry regulations. Do you think letting something like this out in the world, depending on who uses it, do you think that would be a good thing or bad thing, though?
Is there a way to track each familiar?
Honestly, I do not think so until we try it. This is
because
like
if you put like a tracker on each familiar, then if it gets caught, then you'll know who cast it.
Or at least register them like you do with the anime guy, right? Because if you know whose it is, then if they do use it for something, then you can, punish them for it.
Yes, this because is definitely something that...
If they were able to turn into like an anime guy or something, like say it was like a rat or something, and they just like crawl in and they're like doing surveillance, and then if they get caught, then it would kind of be the same thing as if they had sent in this familiar rat instead, right? Because if they have to be registered for that, then if they're registered for this.
Yes.
Because you can't change it, right? It's just, it makes a sentient spirit that is now like your best friend or something, so it would be the same thing each time.
It does seem like you'd be able to change it, or flipping through. If you break your bond with the familiar, I think if you tried the spell again, you would have to find a new one. It does look like the familiar has its still own. It's still sentient, so it still has its own, emotions and soul and all that. So if you break that bond, I think you would have to create a new one with something else. There are a few ways I can see here that you could manipulate it and change it to be something else on your own too. So yes, that is one. It's kind of a hard one to tell on there. But let's stick that into both. Now, what do you think the ethical concerns of this would be?
Well, based on what you just said, there doesn't seem to be any. It doesn't act like any of the forbidden curses.
Nope. But what do you think some witches and wizards would view the treatment of spirit creatures like this as? Do you think they'd be seeing it as cruel and bonding them against their will, or do you think this would be with their will?
Didn't you just say that it didn't bond them against their will, that you would have to find another one if you broke that trust or that bond?
I think it is possible that you could force some of them, depending on how powerful
here's
the wizard.
The problem. If they're made sentient by the spell, they weren't sentient before.
Kind of hard to tell. I think you would actually be able to find some that are sentient, yes. There are lots of magical creatures out there. This doesn't specify which one you're going to find. I think that might be a little hard for some people.
I'm pretty sure above table it specifically said it makes them sentient, does it not?
Let me double check the spell.
Would this act kind of like a Patronus, like it chooses it individually for you?
Somewhat. It's kind of hard to tell.
Not if you can break it and just pick a new one.
True.
Right?
Yeah, let me just grab the spell again.
Because that's what I was thinking too. Like, everyone would have their own specific one, right? But if you can change it, then.
I don't see it on the spell detail, but it makes it sentient. I think it finds something. No, it doesn't have anything about sentience.
I'm like 100% sure you said sentience in the spell.
I found it, sorry. Yep. Form an unbreakable magical bond with a small sentient creature, so it is already sentient.
Okay, so it was already sentient. You're just making a bond. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, is it any more ethical to not share the information? Because some people might use it badly. Like, can't you say that about anything?
Yeah, technically, yes.
Would any new spell be ethical?
Depending on what it is. For the most part, here at Hogwarts, I think you'd be fine. But yeah, it's just one of those things that you never know what can happen. But for the most part, I'm seeing mostly good things here. There are a few other cons. The pro, these familiars can well act like a sacrificial shield and take a hit that might kill you. It's an instant companion. This would actually be beneficial in magical experimentation, where you could study and understand spirit beings with your bonded Fidelis. Great communication tool. Having something you can communicate telepathically would be interesting. I've never had that before. The main con, though, I think, is the surveillance and reconnaissance. But I do like your idea of having it regulated with the wizard and the creature itself. I think that would go well with the ministry. So, for the most part, I think we did pretty good here. Does anyone have any other thoughts or feelings on it?
I feel like if you're gonna open it up to experimenting on the creatures in their I want to say shadowness, but I know that's not right.
Yeah.
Spectral form or whatever.
Yeah.
There has to be regulations on that, right?
Absolutely. Yep. This is an interesting spell. Like I said, this is why we debate and try and figure out what we should do. I think it'd be fine for you all to learn this. I think it'd be a great addition to Hogwarts and the wizarding world, but definitely would need to be regulated.
If the spell is created, right?
Yes.
Right, like someone made this. So wouldn't it be possible to tweak the spell, like rework it a little bit to make it so that you can't change the form or something, so it's easier to regulate, or the creature has to be willing to bond. Like, can you can edit spells like that, right? Like that's part of making them. Like,
I believe
not you,
could.
but someone, right?
Yeah, this one specifically doesn't look like it can change too much. He's just going through the step-by-step process that is on here. It's possible, yes. I think it'd be more of a trial and error, which could be a good or bad thing with this spell. There'd be a lot of trial and error with this, and I think only a magizoologist would be able to maybe figure that out, given the proper time and, well, someplace safe for the just in case, because the risks and warnings on the end of this spell does say some Fidelis creatures choose their wizard permanently, meaning they cannot be dismissed. So it all depends on how well you do the actual spell itself. If the bond is betrayed, the Fidelis may vanish forever, or worse, it could curse its former master. But this could also be used to pervert the spell to bind sinister creatures, such as like cursed shades or in fairy-bound spirits. So that's why I think regulating it and watching the wizard do this spell for the first time and seeing what comes through. I don't think we should let you do this on your own. Interesting, though. Well, and who actually found this spell again? Who solved the riddle? You, I think it was 6? 5 or 6? I think there were 6 of you. Interesting. Well, I need to go over this with my boss, and then I will come back to you as soon as I can with the yes or no from the ministry. But I think we'll be okay. As long as this is in the right hands, and I know everyone here at Hogwarts will use this spell for quite good measures. I have a feeling your teachers probably won't let your Fidelis in your classroom with you. It might be used for off-school things, but yes. And I see most of you are all first years, I can tell. You would not be able to use this outside of Hogwarts because of the age restriction on magic. So for your summer holidays, you would not be able to have this with you. You would have to either be dismissed or stay here at Hogwarts.
But if it would have to just stay at Hogwarts.
I think it would have to be dismissed. I don't think some of them are permanent,
spells outside of school. If they already have it, they're not casting a spell.
Technically, if you're in a bond with it, and you can telepathically tell it to do stuff, that's still technically
using the spell.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if one of them bonds permanently, like you said, could happen.
Yes.
Can you really then punish the bond outside of school if it happened to a first year?
I better leave my Hogwarts robes here because they're enchanted.
Oh yeah, you would leave them here anyway. The new ones, anyway. Yep. The new ones.
Chester's been bringing them home.
Yeah.
Chester hasn't
has a
left
home?
the school
I
yet.
was going to say Chester has a home.
That's why Chester doesn't go.
Chester's not here. I'm some smart Ravenclaw
Yep.
grumpy person.
Yep. Yeah, until we actually see that happen, I think it's going to be on a person by person.
Yeah, because you have to assume that someone under 17 will permanently bond in the whole school.
Correct. Absolutely.
If they can't leave it behind, and you don't know until it happens.
Yes. So I think we will start off with the ones who actually found the spell. See what happens with them first. But I think this is a good day for the wizarding community. Congratulations, everybody. That was not something I thought would ever happen here or learn, but I'm glad a Ravenclaw did it. It's been a while since I've been here. I miss this place. So, the only other thing I can see of issues, but that's something for me. It might interact with some existing magical laws, especially Animagus law. Might need re-clarification. Because the familiar, if it's self-aware, could an Animagus use it as a proxy? We shall see, and especially if we can at least trace them, if anything does bad happen. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I will go through the Ministry's archives to find out if any other use of this spell's in our histories. And because you are all technically underage, I need you all to send letters to your parents asking for both permission to learn this spell and to be registered. Once I've made my decision, I'll send word back to those that solved the riddle and found the book. The book will be taken to a place of my choosing to gain your fidelis. You all then see him nod to Professor Flitwick, and he stands up and asks Professor Flitwick to remove his memory of the spell details in case someone tries to learn it before his decision is made. So he doesn't want to remember what he actually just saw in the book itself. He's going to tell the professor to hide the book and place charms around it, prevent anyone reading it until he is back. He then says good day, congratulations, and goes back through the Flu Network. And because Annie is currently with the baby, we will leave from there and go back to Gideon or Chester. So can you roll me initiative, please, to see who goes first?
It's not me if we're rolling initiative.
I know. It never is. You never know, though.
Nope.
17.
9.
9. Perfect. 17 and a 9. All right. So while all that is happening, we are on the finishing off the Monday. Was there anything Chester was going to be doing on the end of the first day of the week on the Monday night?
Sorry, so was Chester at this meeting and got one of these permission slips? Nope. No. Okay.
Nope. You were just finishing putting away, and you were at the point where you had the lovely horn that you found from the goblin.
That's fine.
Yes.
You had said
it's the same day as that.
They were talking to the people that had found the spell and that there were 6 of them, and he was with that group, so I didn't know if he was with that group, so I just...
No, you didn't go, yeah. No, I don't think... You guys have heard a few things, but I don't think you have been told exactly what spell they found yet.
On a Monday, what's going on with Monday? Anything Chester would be interested in?
We just finished dinner, so it's the end of the day.
Yeah, if there's no Quidditch practice or anything, then he will just head back to the dorm.
Okay. When you get back to the dorm room, is there anywhere, would you go right to your room, or would you stick around in the common room?
Generally, he'll go play games with people or attempt to play with his cat or all of that fun stuff.
I'll take a quick perception roll in, please, from Chester.
He makes it back to the dorm pretty quickly, actually. So that's a win. Perception is only 9, though.
Okay. At this time of the day, you don't really see a lot of people doing too much. There are a few people gaming. You do see your head of Ravenclaw House, Professor Bones, walking around with a few people going into the Hufflepuff garden area, and it looks like she's doing a little lesson on a few things there. You do see one of your Quidditch people. You have Victor Weasley, I believe. She's just pretty much like walking around, and you see her talking to a bunch of plants.
There's a Weasley and Hufflepuff?
There's one.
One, yeah, Victor. Vicky, most people call her.
Yeah, it's probably in my notes. I was
sorry,
did I know that when I got the hat?
You have Dominique Weasley as the Hufflepuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe she is
yes,
Bill and Fleur's second child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And does she play? I think she's one of the Weasleys that doesn't play Quidditch. Or does she? Let me double check here. Quidditch team list. Yeah, she is a chaser. Yep.
Part of the Quidditch team, part of the D&D group, or no?
No. Yep. Yeah, I don't think you have any Weasleys on the D&D group for some weird reason.
So he won't seek her out. He will...
No, because they're not Muggles. That's why.
Go play with the cat.
Okay, perfect. What's Gideon doing the remaining of your Monday night? Anything specific?
I have detention.
You do. You have detention tomorrow, not today.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, actually, Gideon remembers that she was going to work on stuff, and she's gonna go and see if the room of requirement is open.
Okay.
And if it is, she's gonna work on her obstacle course again.
Oh, okay. Just roll me a D100. 50%, 51 and up, it's free.
Okay. Oops, that's not it. That's 12. It's 32. Not
it
free.
Is currently not free. Whether or not you want to stay and wait, that'll be up to you.
No, I think she waits for like 3 minutes, gets bored.
Okay.
And goes and just like finds her own on the school grounds. Just like walking along like short walls or like up and down some staircases to try and trip less, like just kind of like a makeshift one. Not as good as actual obstacle course, but like still getting something in.
Yeah, you're still doing somewhat of a workout. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, just to work on her dexterity again.
Okay, then give me 3. Give me 2 athletics and 1 acrobatics.
2 athletics, 1 acrobatics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think you're better at the athletics than you are the acrobatics.
So 18 on one of the athletics.
Mm-hmm.
I will use my portent for the other one.
Okay.
To get another 18 because I had rolled a 14. And then the acrobatics is an 11, which is actually
okay. For me. Okay, you didn't smash your face into anything. That's the important part. You didn't trip and fall and break something. Have we gone over what your portent looks like when you use it?
You know what? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea.
House and D&D into Hogwarts is fun.
I think for Gideon, usually it looks like, or not even like looks like, but like feels like wind, like the wind when you're flying.
Okay.
And it'll just like subtly change her direction to the
Nice.
better path, or change someone else's direction to the worse path. So like, because a lot of times it's used on like physical things, right? So if it's like, you're almost going to fall off, you get pushed back. Or if someone's going to not trip, you trip them with the wind. And then if it's used on like intellectual things, and maybe it's like a sharp wind that like is like a little bit of a smack to like knock something loose and remember something. I think for Gideon, that's what it is. It's like wind.
All right. How long do you think you're going to be practicing?
I don't really have anything today. So after dinner, maybe I don't know, maybe like 2 hours just like walking around exploring the grounds and stuff. Nothing crazy, but unless I get distracted by something else, just a little while.
Okay. The only thing you're going to get distracted on is probably other people staring at you while you're running around making your own parkour with using the school. Most people are just going to be going, "What the?" Okay, right?
Yeah, Weasley. Making excessive like "hey ya" noises. Yeah, for sure. No, she doesn't care.
Okay, perfect. All right. Perfect. All right. So we can. Is there anything Amelia would do at the end of the day after Thaddeus left, and the rest of your Ravenclaws are pretty much just shaking their head, going, "Why did we need him?"
I want to see if Nicholas is back. Because I think he was gone. I don't remember.
Yeah. He has been gone for a while. He is currently not back. I think you learned that at breakfast that he still wasn't back, and no one knew how long he was going to be gone for. But you have not seen or heard from him yet. No. Yep. There's currently like one ghost left in Hogwarts, so
oof.
It's pretty
Which
quiet.
One is it?
Yep. Hufflepuff still have the friar, Fat Friar. He's currently the only one wandering around, and he doesn't really do much. He just stays in the Hufflepuff common room for the most part. Now that Helena's gone, you haven't seen the Bloody Baron. And Peeves is somewhere out in the Forbidden Forest the last time you noticed.
I'll do my ritual of giving Winston and Cassidy treats.
Okay.
And then check on my flower.
Okay. Well, your flower is pretty much the same as before. It finally has bloomed, and you've picked most of the new seeds out of it. So it's getting to the point where you might need to plant a new seed at some point.
I will make a mental note of doing that like the next day or something.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. All right, so Monday comes and goes pretty easy. The Ravenclaws are pretty much going to be up all night debating this with or without Thaddeus, because that's what they do. Eventually, when you come back to the Slytherin dorm, was there anything you wanted to do at the end of the night, or just straight to bed? Because you probably wore yourself out.
I did want to try something while everyone's kind of gone.
Right.
Because if I already have detention, Okay. I recently saw a new spell on the windowsill in the dorms.
Oh, yep.
If nobody's around, I'm gonna run and see if anything pops up. See if anything happens.
Let me find where I put that. So you are using the new spell that you learned from these. Give me 1 second here. Yes, you learned Lumos Nocturna.
Well, I've read it. I haven't
You've
tried
read
it
it.
yet.
You haven't tried it yet. Perfect.
I know what it does. I just haven't used it.
Correct. So you're going to use it where you found it?
Yeah, just by the window in the common.
Right.
See if anything happens.
Give me a quick performance roll as you try the spell, please.
Yeah.
For the first time.
And I'll use my inspiration because that was not great.
Okay. Always.
Because I'm bad at this. Okay, that's better. 13.
13. Yep, that's usually what you have to hit the first time you try a spell. So, an eerie green light emits from your wand as you do this spell, and lights up a section of the wall in the common room library. As you move your wand around, you're going to notice that it kind of reflects something behind a bunch of books.
Ooh. Look around.
Okay.
Make sure no one's behind me.
Okay. Give me a quick perception roll, please.
And I use my passive?
Yep.
20.
Right. Perfect. All right. You see the image of a lantern in the wall itself, behind the books. That's lit up nice and green. Under it is more parcel tongue.
Ooh.
It says, "Blood calls to blood, power calls to power." Would you say those words out loud? Or in parcel tongue?
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't think Gideon has a firm understanding of her ability to use parcel tongue. So I think she does do that thing when you're learning a language or just don't know it that well, where you say it out loud as you're reading it. I don't think she does it intentionally as a call, but I think she does say it out loud in English.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to translate it.
Okay. Eventually, you'll probably spend a little bit of time, but you finally get it down pat. You hear from the lantern, "Hello? Is anybody there?" Hello?
In common or in parcel tongue?
This one is in common.
Okay.
And as soon as you hear the voice, the lantern flashes as if it's speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Do I recognize this voice? Didn't think
Nope. Definitely female voice.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh.
There is somebody there.
No.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Hi.
What? Why are you a lantern in a wall?
Oh, is that where I am?
Yeah.
I stumbled upon something long ago, and I'm pretty sure I was killed and my spirit was trapped inside whatever this is.
Okay.
I don't suppose you could help free me.
I'm 11.
I'm much older. My name's Issa Thorne. I don't suppose you could try and
Thorne?
figure out how to break the enchantment trapping me? Issa, ISA, then Thorne.
Thorne with an E or just Thorne?
Just Thorne.
Have I ever heard that name before or the family name?
I will take a history roll, please.
I will roll a history roll.
I love that Gideon and Annie had the same thought when it came to the word thorn.
With the E on the end.
That's a natural 1. I don't know what's happening.
You don't know what's happening.
Cool. What did you stumble upon?
Well, someone doing something bad, and I kind of, yelled at them. They were a Slytherin student. He did something to me, and I remember things going black, and then white, and then I was here.
For sure. When was this?
What's the year?
No, what year was it for you?
Oh. Early 1800s?
Okay, cool. Early 1800s.
Do I have the exact date here? And
it's what year now?
You're in 2018.
Cool. Yeah, for sure.
It'd be like 1830s for her.
Yeah, this would have been pre-Voldemort then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those times, yeah. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so like 18... yeah, she graduated in the early 1800s. So, yeah, 1800s.
For sure. Okay, cool. Bye! And I just, try to, put the books back.
No, I
don't know how to stop this.
I
Put
just...
the books back and
if you
step
could...
away.
I could probably find out, help you get me out. Hello? As soon as you're out of range with your wand and it's no longer lighting up, then the voice stops and the enchantment that lights the lantern up is gone.
I put my wand behind my ear as normal. Is it too late to go to the library?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just write all this information down because I will immediately forget it. And then make a plan to grab I have immediately forgotten everyone's name. To grab Ava tomorrow.
Okay.
When we have some free time.
Okay.
And see if we can figure out who this is or who would have been doing shady shit in the 1800s.
And lots of people would be doing shady shit in the 1800s.
For sure. Especially Slytherins. But maybe at least we could find the name in a went missing or deceased student or something, but
yep.
That's I immediately am like, this is exactly how Aunt Ginny got possessed. Should not be doing this. And just but I'm definitely gonna do it again. And then go upstairs.
Perfect. I love it. Right. So, the evening passes for all of you. Chester, give me one quick animal handling, please. Your cat's slowly starting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 13's enough to... He's starting to take a little bit to you. You're not being woken up with him chewing on a toe as much anymore. He's kind of acclimatized to being with you.
He's in a good mood today. He played with the toy. He didn't attack me.
Yep. Yep. So that's
Maybe he's
technically
got a girlfriend, or she. I don't even know. The cat.
I definitely know. Definitely, I think male. You'd be able to tell with most cats. Yep. All right. Perfect. Is there anything Chester would do before bed? Like, are you going over Quidditch results and stuff? We still have one game. We still have a Quidditch game we have to roll for.
We have a couple.
We
Well,
do.
I think you just didn't share the results, or we didn't roll for them yet. I'm not sure
We
which.
haven't rolled for them yet. We could
were
roll for them, or we could wait until we have a full cast.
I think we're like 3 games behind from what has actually played out to know the results for. So.
Yeah. So we could roll for them if you guys like, or wait until we have the other 2 players. Because we currently are... No, we've only... So we did the Ravenclaw Slytherin in November. We still have the Hufflepuff Gryffindor. That would have been the 3rd week in November, and the next game's not until the 3rd week of February. So we only have the Hufflepuff and Gryffindor game that we need to roll for.
So I have only recorded the results for the first game then. So if you've done the others, either I didn't record them or...
Yeah, we haven't rolled for the Hufflepuff versus Gryffindor because the first 2 were exhibition matches. So we've technically only had the first weekend in November, the Ravenclaw and Slytherin we know the results for. We haven't done the Hufflepuff Gryffindor for the 3rd week in November, and there's no game yet for another month.
Oh, okay.
So if you wanted to roll for the Hufflepuff Gryffindor, we could do that now. Or wait until we have Raza and Murray.
It's up to you. I'm good either way.
How about the other 2?
It's it's neither of their houses, so I don't know if they'd care.
Yeah, probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
if it was one of their houses, I'd say wait, but
okay. I will have the 3 of you roll for the Hufflepuffs, and I will roll for Gryffindor. So I need you to each roll a D100, please.
Yeah. Whatever Fred's first roll is for anything, Quidditch related, I'm using my portent. It was a natural 1. He just fails.
Okay.
I know that's not how it works, but I'm saying it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Roll a D100, you said? Sorry.
Yes, please.
It's an 80 for me.
An 80 for you?
65. Oh.
Ooh. So an 80, a 65.
And a 64.
It's pretty much another 65.
Yes.
Okay. So we round them up. So, 40. Alright, so 6, 120, 30. And then someone roll me a d6.
Have a D6 on hand. There. Yeah. 6.
Okay. Okay. I need to roll. Let me roll on this one here. T100. 140. 1 and then a d6. Also 6. This is a high-scoring game. This means this game went for a long time. Okay. So, Chester, what were your results that you thought was going to happen between the Hufflepuff and Gryffindors. Sorry, Ravenclaw and Slytherin. Nope, that was right. Hufflepuff and Gryffindor.
I don't recall. I don't think we actually went through the details of which team should win yet.
I think we went through most of it, and you were going around to classes telling everyone that I think you were trying to make the Gryffindors look crap for this match and buffering up the Hufflepuffs. But
yeah, like I was talking strategy and showing, like, helping Yash come up with like new moves and things, but I don't think you and I actually looked at like the numbers,
the main stats, the numbers,
kind of prediction. So I'm not sure if we actually figured out which team, in theory, was the better team yet.
Give me a intelligence roll then, please, and then for Chester.
Just basic intelligence.
Yep.
Eight.
Okay. What's your intelligence modifier? +3?
+3.
And what's your arcana? I mean, sorry, not arcana, your investigation bonus.
Is +5.
Okay. All right. I think this is probably going to be one of those, it could be touch and go, but because Gryffindor still have an untethered, like a brand new seeker, it's kind of up in the air. The Gryffindors do have a fairly good team. You have seen them practicing while you have been out there, and Fred's getting better. It is a long game. The final score is 1,260 for Hufflepuff and 900 for the Gryffindors. This game probably went on all day, going back and forth until finally the Hufflepuffs won. So the keepers were having a terrible day today. Well, that day. It is a very high-scoring game. So this was a very, very long day before they finally, at some point, managed to get the snitch and win. Because that would have been, they would have been around only 200 points off, 210 points off before they finally got the golden snitch and won the game. Okay. So it was a long day. But Hufflepuff did finally win. But their keepers are not in a good mood. To let that many go through, that's a long day before someone actually finally won.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the first game was not as big of a scoring match as this one was. Cool.
Then, everything since then would be trying to figure out how to help Hufflepuff beat Ravenclaw.
Yep.
We need that win.
It's going to be more on your keeper than anything. So most part for your keeper is Bobby McGonagall III, who just took over for Teddy. So that's probably why he's not doing the greatest, because that was his first game. Yeah.
So a chunk of time not interacting with Teddy directly because he's still kind of scared of him. But trying to determine if Teddy will be back or if they need to figure out a new strategy.
Yep. And the keeper for Gryffindors, who's having a little bit of trouble, maybe he's got other things on his mind, is James Potter II.
But Gryffindor doesn't seem to have a strong team this year. They've taken all the losses
so far.
But Ravenclaw seems the top team, so that's his focus, is figuring out.
Gryffindor also has Gryffindor is the youngest team also.
But they beat them barely. Ravenclaw beat them in the exhibition. Ravenclaw beat Slytherin, and Hufflepuff tied Slytherin in the exhibition. So, it's trying to figure out what they need to do to beat Ravenclaw and stay in the runnings.
Perfect. All right. Excellent. So, we are going to be moving on to Tuesday morning. Can I have Amelia roll initiative for me? I already have the other twos.
Sure.
Just gotta beat a 9.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Nope.
R.I.P.
A 5. All right. Okay. Come Tuesday morning, we are starting off with Chester again, who probably had a actual good night's sleep for a change because your cat left you alone. Your schedule-wise today is you're starting off in herbology, then you're going to charms, and then defense against the dark arts. So come morning, do you have any plans before class, sir?
No, Chester despises Tuesdays, so he will be all focused on the Muggle processes of herbology, and then
Great.
just trying to, well, figure out how to make the rest of the day go further, go faster, because it's all spellcasting.
Okay, perfect. Is anyone else with you today? Nope. So you'd be in there with the Gryffindors today. Perfect. Well, today you are learning something actually in your class. So you have a guest in there today with Professor Longbottom. You actually have your Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher make a quick appearance, and you'd be able to tell that she's carrying in something that you've probably seen in the Hufflepuff common area in the Hufflepuff gardens, but something you've probably never bothered to look at before. And you guys are going to be learning about the Whispering Vines. And put that in roll 20. The Whispering Vines are basically a plant that only bloom when someone speaks their name confidently. It is the type of plant that you need to build trust in by showing that even their... so basically, this type of plant, you can bond with the plant, but you need to be able to talk to it confidently and trust in your own magic before the plant will bond with you. So it's one that can technically see your inner emotions, and it can communicate with you through color. So it's basically whatever your mood is. If you have like a strong magical presence, it'd be able to communicate with you if you talk to it. It's a weird plant. What do you think Chester would do with that type of plant?
Chester will be putting 2 and 2 together as to why he saw her in there last night. He will be in panic and dread, because normally this is his like buffer before he has to absorb that magic exists, and he was kind of hoping for a nice, easy plant that didn't do weird things, and now he has this one. It's ruined his whole day.
The entire class is pretty much you learning that the Whispering Vines like having their name said, and the more you bond with it, you'll kind of almost hear the plant say my name, say my name. You're each given a Whispering Vine that won't bloom unless your name is spoken. You're not the only one that's having a problem with this. The vine can detect non-magical skill, but it also can detect belief and intent. It's mainly meant to help people who don't really care about plants kind of like bond with them for the first time. Yeah, that is your class for today. I will take a quick nature roll from Chester.
His anxiety over being centered out for not doing the spell outweighs his anxiety for actually doing the spell.
Yep.
You said a nature roll?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Everyone else will eventually.
15.
Okay. You tell me what a 15 means when you spend time with this plant.
I would assume that he says the name, that there is enough intent there, and when it blooms, it is whatever color is fear and anxiety.
Okay, perfect. Eventually, you guys, you don't have herbology today, but your next herbology class, you will also have the Whispering Vines with you. Everybody's given a Whispering Vine to take care of in their dorm room to try and bond with and try to make it bloom. It's a fun one. Okay. Moving along to Gideon. Gideon, during breakfast, you are told by Luna to meet her at Hagrid's hut for your morning detention lesson. Well, morning detention.
Morning detention. Morning
And that
detention on a Tuesday we have class.
And that you are not going to your first class today.
Yay! Wait, what class was it? Yay! I can skip Transfiguration. Let's go.
You can skip Transfiguration today. Perfect. So you arrive eventually at Hagrid's hut. And I may as well just put you over to Hagrid's hut on the map. Once I find it. Hagrid's hut. So many. There we are. We're winter, so Hagrid's hut in the wintertime. Well, you can bring your token on there if you like, but it doesn't matter. It's just the map itself.
I was going to say, I didn't know I had detention.
You don't either.
Welcome to detention. I took
where you were
before.
As you
Amelia napped.
Yeah. As you arrive today for your morning detention, you would realize that Rose is not there and Fred is not there, who you know have detention with you.
Yeah.
Or should have detention with you, but they are not present.
I bet they wanted to go to their first class, those nerds.
Hagrid's there with a backpack, and he just looks at you and goes, morning, Gideon.
Oh no! Hagrid, did you get detention too?
Kind of. I was told to that my morning class was canceled and to report here and wait for Luna. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Interesting.
You've only been a student for like 2 weeks. How did you already get detention? What did you do?
I don't know. I don't know. I was in the middle of a conversation earlier, and I was told to report to my own hut. I don't know.
Well, okay.
I was told to pack a bag.
Ooh,
I
wasn't told to pack a bag. What's in your bag?
Warm clothing because it's cold out, and I was told we're might need it, so I don't know. And I brought snacks.
No one told me to get warm. Ooh, snacks.
Yeah, that's what the big blanket's for, and he's just going to wrap you in a big blanket.
Yay!
Eventually, Luna comes stumbling over and goes, "Oh, good, you're here. Today is your first lesson on how to keep a secret." This is not detention. Right. This, I think, might be a challenge for both of you. But let's go. We are going to in the Forbidden Forest today. So, follow me. She just starts walking towards an area, and Hagrid's just going to look at you and go, I guess I do have detention.
Yay!
Right. So you guys are walking into detention. We're going to go back to quickly Amelia. What's Amelia's morning like? Is there anything you want to do before classes?
She will. I don't think she has like pots that she can replant those seeds in, so she'll wow, get everything together to where she can
Mhm.
replant them, and then
Okay.
she will look for a pot later on, and then she'll do her morning jog up to the owlery to say good morning to Winston and now Cassidy.
Yeah. You would be able to figure out that like the cat's under the bag. He's kind of figured out that you figured it out, and he's no longer hiding it or being quiet about it. It's
He's like,
just
oh,
more.
mom knows now.
Yeah, you get that little small shameful hoot from him, and he's like starting to kind of like hide all the things he's stolen from you, and kind of like trying to step over it and put his wings around it. It's like you don't see this.
You could have just asked.
Mhm.
And then she'll do like head scritches and then
Yeah.
tell him that she'll be back later.
Okay. He's kind of like just pecking the bottom of Cassidy's perch.
No, so cute.
Yeah. Okay. And what classes
He's
do you
too
have
adorable.
today? Yes.
I don't remember.
Ravenclaw schedule today. You have Transfiguration. When you're at Transfiguration, you are going to notice Gideon's not there. You would have seen her at breakfast. But from there on, she's not there.
She'll like poke around. Where's Gideon?
Oh.
What do you want? Sorry. It's
That's
my
okay.
cat.
It's Winston.
Ever since I've been downstairs. Yes. Like ever since I've been downstairs, Houston's just like, Mom, Mom, Mom. Like he's never done this before.
That's funny. Love it. Today in Transfiguration class, can I have a quick, let's do an Arcana roll today. You guys are going to be learning how to turn an apple into an orange.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
It's not
12.
terrible.
No, it's not good though. You probably eventually spend the entire class trying to figure this out. You're going to be Transfiguration is one of those that first years never get. It's a hit and miss. Either you're good at it or you're never going to be good at it. You'd be able to tell your professor is he's not the he's who do you have again? You got McGonagall. He really, really makes you practice. Even if you fail, it's do it again, do it again, do it again. This is the type of class, or it's most people get frustrated with Professor McGonagall because, well, he's a McGonagall. A 12 is enough to be able to figure out that yes, your apple's turning orange, but it's still an apple. So you're getting the color right, but it's not changing to actually what it should. And it's just more of a, this is going to take forever, and everyone in this class hates being in this class. Yeah. The only one who, yeah, pretty much. There are a few people that are good at it, but not many. You'd be able to tell that the only one who's really good at stuff like this is Clara. Being able to transmute stuff and stuff seems to run in her family, and like she's on like first try, she gets it, and then she waits for everybody else. And she'd be getting like extra stuff to do just to keep her busy because she's a Flamel, and this is what her family pretty much is good for, is transmuting shit. Perfect. Chester's not back, so we're going to go back to Gideon. Gideon, you are taken to a area, and I will show you the area because I have a map for it.
I just like said under my breath, I'm just being like, please be unicorns, please be unicorns, please be unicorns.
It's not unicorns. At some point, you are blindfolded. You and Hagrid have blindfolds placed over you, and then she keeps telling you to walk. So it's almost like
Is
she
this
doesn't
part
want.
of the secrets?
Yes.
Oh.
Shush. As you go, she's going to say, now, by the end of this lesson, hopefully you will, well, learn about a magical creature that symbolizes secrecy and concealment. I'm hoping you can get some nonverbal communication with this creature. Reflect on the importance of trust, silence, and responsible information sharing. I think we're going to be doing this a lot. So, you might be tempted to spill a secret, but you're going to learn the consequences if you do. Yeah. Not all creatures speak. Some listen better than most humans ever could. Today, we're going to meet someone like that. The blindfolds that you were given are like moth-like blindfolds, and she invites you to feel the presence of the creatures around you without speaking. Today, she's going to teach you about the Whispering Wormling. So you are led blindfolded into a glen where you can't see them right now, but there's at least one or two whispering wormlings floating around. She's telling you that you can only use your feelings or gentle sounds, and she wants you to try and call a wormling.
I don't think Gideon's ever had a gentle anything.
No.
I think does she know anything about whispering wormlings?
I'll take a history roll.
Yeah. Nope.
Haggard should. Haggard will do. 19. Haggard's just going to go.
Oh my god, they're so cute. I love them.
Wouldn't she have advantage because it's a dragon?
I didn't see the picture and I was thinking it was a worm. But if it's dragon related,
it's a wormling, so yes, go for it.
No, worm like WORM.
Oh yeah, no, worm WYRM.
Yeah. Nope, worse.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thanks, Bill.
So, whispering wormlings are small, translucent, dragon-like creatures that mimic secrets it hears in hushed tones. They thrive on mystery and vanish if a secret is spoken aloud. They glow brighter when someone near keeps a secret hidden.
Okay, so it's just like bright light right near me then.
Yeah.
Because I haven't told anybody about the wall yet.
It all depends on the secret, yes. So, she's going to pretty much say, we're going to do your very first creature interaction. So,
okay.
She's trying to, you'd be able to tell that Hagrid's going to kind of like go, oh, right, these things. This is going to be a challenge for me, I think. And Luna's just going to pat him on the shoulder and go, I know. That's why we're here, Hagrid. I think Gideon's, I don't know. We'll figure it out. You guys know why we're here. You have something important in your head, so let's see if we can keep it there. Not just that, but I think there's others, but we shall see how you do. So, I need a lovely either animal handling or insight check, please.
Ooh, interesting. Trying to decide if I want to roll.
This is to see if you can feel the presence of a wormling near you.
Okay, I'll keep it then. Just for that. It's the same bonus.
Okay.
For this, though, I think it would probably be insight just because I can't see what I'm trying to handle, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, these rolls are just balls. It's a 7. Rolled a
Okay.
2.
Okay. You'd be able to hear something because you're blindfolded, you can't see it, but you don't sense anything near you currently.
Professor, what's the point of the blindfold again?
This is more using your senses. This is almost
What does
like
that have to do with keeping secrets?
Trust me, just you'll figure it out. The creature itself senses your feelings. It doesn't care if you see it or not, but I want you to try and just feel things. It's kind of like using your intuition on should you speak or not, but this is just more trying to feel or not. Like
what do feelings have to do with it?
The more you actually acclimatize to the area and the creature, you will learn. Trust me. I know. Hagrid's just like trying to pat you and just keeps missing.
Does not which is in saying something because his wingspan is huge. But
yes. Now,
this is not how journalism works, Professor.
Using only your feelings, Gideon, or gentle sounds, I want you to try and call to a wormling.
Hello, little wormling. I think you're probably pretty cute, but I can't see you.
I want you to think of a secret that you're holding on to and do not say it.
Okay. It's only a secret because I haven't seen Ava yet today.
Okay. Is that what you immediately think?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have a charisma saving throw, please?
No. I'm so bad at charisma.
I know.
Do I really want to save on this? What is this? Is this just for practice, or do I really want to save?
That's up to you.
I don't know what's happening.
I know.
I'll fail at least the first one. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. No, I don't fail. Probably. It's an 18.
Yeah. Okay.
I rolled an 18.
That's enough. Beautiful. That's enough to be able to sense that not saying anything out loud is a good thing, and that you get a little bit of like warmth coming near you. Like you're holding this in, even though you really, 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 really want to say something. She's going to tap you on the shoulder and just say, now, think of another secret. Something small. And try and reach out. Feel it, or try and call it with the secret. What would you like to try and do? Hagrid's like mumbling to himself something out loud, louder than he probably thinks he's saying, and he's like telling a secret of something from like 15 years ago that he's probably told 100 times, and then Luna just like smacks him in the side and goes, quieter. He goes, oh, sorry. So what's a secret Gideon would have that she's trying to entice this creature to come and listen to?
Gideon doesn't really have a lot of secrets. I think maybe just she starts thinking quietly in parcel tongue, because there's only a couple people that know that. And she's only recently figured out what it is.
Okay.
It doesn't know why, but I don't think any of the others know she can do it. I think it's just James that knows. And James and sorry. No, just James, I think, yeah.
right.
I think that's what she's thinking.
Okay. Perfect. Can I have another insight check, please?
Yeah. 23.
Okay. You'd be able to tell that you do sense something near you. And you'd be able to sense that as soon as you start speaking out loud, it's almost as if you feel it go away from you a little bit. And with the insight roll, you definitely realize secrets are meant to be kept, and you should not be speaking them out loud, even though Luna's trying to tell you to speak them out loud. And you should say it in your head.
I was saying it in my head.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought you were
I said
speaking
that,
out loud.
yeah.
Beautiful.
No, I said in my head, I think in parcel tongue.
Beautiful. Oh, okay. In parcel tongue.
Try and do it quietly in my head at the creature.
Your insight check will then definitely tell you that even though, yes, Luna's trying to tell you you can think the secret out loud, or say the secret out loud, but quietly, thinking it is better. And eventually, you feel something land on your shoulder with a quiet, thank you. I'll keep that one. If you have any more to share, I will keep them too. So,
Professor,
basically,
I don't understand, Professor. Because if we're supposed to be, sorry.
Yep.
If we're supposed to be keeping secrets, why are we mentally talking to, like, if it's also keeping secret, then it's not a secret. Because we shared it with the thingy. So we're supposed to be sharing it with the thingy, but keeping it a secret?
Well, I figured you enjoy, I've been told, animals and creatures. Yeah. Yes. So this creature itself bonds to you the more you hold on to secrets. It kind of like feeds on them almost, and will bond eventually with you the more you tell it. This is a way for you to, if you need to tell a secret to someone, you tell it to your wormling.
What stops the wormling from telling other people?
Oh, it can't communicate out loud, just in your head. And it actually, well, that's the whole thing with them. They never tell a secret.
Okay, so you're saying that it's okay to share secrets if the other creature or person isn't going to share them.
Technically, with this one, it's just to help you learn not to speak them. I've been told you immediately learn something and then go tell others. So this is a...
Yeah, I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. I haven't spilled any secrets that needed to be secrets that I can remember in the last 5 minutes.
That's right. Trial and error, Gideon. Well, you know what you have been told is important, so I think this is just more... And Hagrid's just going to go, yes, we know. I have a lot to learn, I know. I have a big mouth.
You're doing great, Professor, and I try and like blindly pat him, but I also can't see. So
yep. Yeah, so basically the entire time is just she's making you understand that secrets need to be kept to a certain degree. But this is just a way of bonding with you, and it's almost like if you get so much anxiety or emotion that you need to tell someone, this is who you tell, basically. Because this thing cannot speak. That's what they're created for. And the more you tell it and the more you bond with it, the more... It's basically she's eventually going to say you will have a wormling that will be there when you need it, if you need it. she's also going to have you like share other things, like a riddle or something, a truth about yourselves without revealing it directly. She's going to make the wormling implant a fake secret that you need to figure out if it's real or not. This is going to be for the last next couple hours, and I just want one more wisdom check from you, please.
Wisdom check?
Yep.
21.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a third 18.
All right. So you passed the test for today. There will be more, but she says this is a good start for you. The wormling itself will be in Hagrid's hut if you ever need it. Hagrid, I had rolled for and failed for the day, so he's not getting anything. The wormling itself asks you to take off your blindfold finally, and you are rewarded with one of their glowing scales for keeping your secrets and letting it learn them. The glowing scale, if you go into D&D Beyond and you research the charm of silent speech, it's your first magic item.
Excuse you, I have several magic items. I have so many oops stones.
Wow, that too. But I mean, this is your first attunement one.
There's 2.
It'll be the one that has more information on it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So once per day, this will let you cast the message cantrip.
Yes.
And the message will sound like the voice of the wormling. So you can read that one out loud if you like.
This is super useless to me, because I already have a message.
I know, but I already had this prepped before you got message.
No, I've had message since the beginning.
Did you?
It was my,
okay.
it was
You've
my
just
one
never
free
used it.
cantrip.
You've just never used it?
I think I've used it once. Yeah.
Once? Okay. Anyway.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I never went through your spells and all that, because I can't remember exactly what y'all started with. But yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can always give it to somebody else if you want to, eventually. Just read it out loud what it will do, because I don't think no one's actually learned the spell yet.
No, I don't think so. While worn once per day, you can cast Sibilia, the Whispering Charm message spell. The message sounds like the voice of the wormling. The caster whispers a message while pointing their wand towards a person within 120 feet. The target hears the message as a soft whisper in their ear, even if there's distance or noise in the way. They can respond in kind, whispering back a single reply the caster will hear. The message is inaudible to others and travels magically, not through air or sound. Secrets.
Yeah. So basically, you're going to learn the main thing is if you speak a secret out loud, the wormling disappears. That's what you would have learned throughout the entire time. So it's more, the more you hold it in and the more you say it to yourself and not out loud, the creature will thank you every time and try and keep that for you. Yeah. Cool.
Gideon is just like, another new pet! Yay!
Yeah, pretty much. So that's the first 2 hours for you. Hagrid does not enjoy this lesson at all. He enjoys the creatures because he's seen them before and he knows what they are, but it's not something like he's learning. It's rare for Hagrid to be told to shut up. Yep. All right. So that's Gideon. Emelia, is there anything you want to do the remainder of the day today? Because we're getting close to your cutoff.
There we go. Sorry. I kept trying to unmute and it kept hovering over something and it wouldn't let me. She'll go about getting all the stuff she needs to replant some more seeds. Because I know she has the lantern
Yes.
I don't know if she needs a specific pot or if that first one was just special.
It wasn't a special pot. It was just a normal pot that just self-watered. That's all it did.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
There's
she'll
lots
go
of them.
about getting all this
Yep.
stuff.
Okay.
Do you know how many seeds that she has?
I think you got. Just roll me a d12 because Neville grabbed most of them when you guys first harvested and tested the potion.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
You still have 12. Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
So she'll keep 6 and she'll give Neville 6.
Okay. Perfect.
That way they can both have a good stock going.
Yep.
For the potions.
Okay. Beautiful.
And then she'll be rearranging all her plants since the
Yep.
little birdie
You're
told her
gonna need
she'll
more.
have a vine at
Yep.
some point.
Yep. Beautiful. All right. Chester, the remaining of your day on Tuesday, what's it like after you had a really weird herbology class?
It probably made his day easier. If he had to kind of show magical abilities earlier, then he'd be more comfortable and not so panicked, but still just trying to rush through the day and not admit that he's doing magic.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. And Gideon, after your weird morning with a creature that you probably are the only ones who know about that exists, and you've been to the Forbidden Forest now this time, what's the remainder of your day like?
I was grabbing Ava to go to the library.
Right.
When we have break.
Okay. Then give me a quick. So you would be doing her. So let's maybe, because I know we're going to be doing leaving earlier. Did you want to save that until we have Mari?
Yeah, that's fine by me. I think the thing is that I take my lesson from today and I tell her I need her help researching something, but I don't tell her what
it is
or why, just the time frame.
Okay. Give me a straight investigation roll then for when you hit the library. Or would you ask the librarian if she knows anything about Isa?
No.
Okay,
no.
then
I'll just
straight
work
roll.
with
Yeah.
Well, is Mari helping me or is Ava
helping?
Yeah,
if Mari's there, yeah, definitely. You guys know she knows the library a little bit better than you do.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Investigation?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Dirty 20 is enough to be able to eventually find, because you'd be going to early 1800s, you'd know that the Isa was at least a Slytherin student. So you'd probably go towards like the
class roster.
The student list from the 1800s.
Yeah.
And you see a name that says, eventually when you go through it, Lady Isabella Thornvale is the full name of the student. There is a notation that she was destroyed in a forbidden ritual and turned into a ghost.
Does it say if she was the one doing the ritual?
No,
or just
it does
destroyed
not.
In a ritual?
Destroyed in a forbidden ritual that turned her into a ghost, and no one has seen the ghost since.
Okay. Is there any family tree on Thornvale? Gideon's trying to figure if this is a blood to blood thing.
Yeah.
Are we related somehow? Is it just because I'm a Slytherin and Slytherin?
Give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
There probably is, but Brandon hasn't made that bloodline yet. But there would have been, yes.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec to see if I can tell you where she's from. Have I written that part? Do. No, I have not written that part. And it doesn't have a updated picture. Or does it? Do I have a picture of her back then? Yes. It's got a picture in the book of Lady Isabella Thornvale.
Ew, scary. Okay. Is it Veil, V-E-I-L, or V-A-L-E?
Veil.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That probably takes us like an hour or something to go through the roster.
Yeah, if not a little bit more. Yeah.
A little longer. Yeah. I think Gideon gets bored after that.
The book is covered in dust.
We'll research again later.
Okay.
I'm bored now.
Okay, perfect.
And we'll just see if Ava wants to do anything as a thank you for helping.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think the only thing Ava would probably do is learn more about who is the headmaster, or maybe who's in charge, friends and all that. She'd probably this is an interesting thing. Would you have told her anything about the lantern or anything?
I don't tell her anything.
Nothing. Okay, beautiful. Then she probably would ask that, but I'll let Murray do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right.
If anything, I just tell her it's a side school project.
Okay, beautiful. The better Slytherin. Okay, a dead Slytherin.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, we are soon going to be doing another skip. So we're going to finish this next session. Hopefully we have our others players, and then we will get into... you guys want a lovely Quidditch match, so I will prep a Quidditch match for you guys to roll in for the other team. What are we next? We are Ravenclaws and Hufflepuffs, so that's actually a good one for you guys to roll for. Cool. So we'll finish this off. Hopefully, if we don't get to the Quidditch match next session, it'll be the one after that. And then we will push on towards the end of May, getting towards the end of the first school year. You guys will be able to tell that it's going to be at least a couple months before Thaddeus finally comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be near the end of the year when you figure out your Fidelis and all that. And if they decide to share it with everybody, or if they're just going to learn it, I will we'll wait till we get Murray back for that too. Because I think you guys were going to learn the spell first for the Ravenclaws, and then go from there whether or not you're going to allow it to be school-wide.
Yep.
Yep.
We're going to be the guinea pigs.
You are going to be the guinea pigs, and I can't wait to have you guys roll on the Fidelis table to see what you get. Because I've made that table. That's a fun one. It's a D20. Yep. Excellent. All right. Well, it is 12 o'clock, but we're going to end early today because Annie's got to get some sleep in for work. So yeah. Anything else? Yep. Woo! Anything else you guys want to do or all that fun stuff?
No, I'm good.
Perfect. I will leave it to Belvedere to take us out with all the fun stuff going on with D&D Play 20 this week.
Okay. Let me pull it up and see what we got going on. I believe we have another game today. Yes.
No, it's canceled today. Methus, okay. Yeah, Methus and Vecna next week are canceled.
Perfect. So yeah, tomorrow I run my next adventure in Wildmount. It is not streamed, but if you want to listen, just jump on the server. Or wait for it to get posted to YouTube. After that, we have Humblewood on Monday. That is in the server on the Discord, so check that out. Quell All College should be at Thursday. As near as I know, that should be going ahead. And then next weekend, you can join us back here for some Strixhaven, followed by Curse of Strahd on that
Yeah.
Sunday.
All right. Thank you. That was a fun one. You definitely threw your headmaster and Thaddeus for a little bit of a tassel with all of your pros and cons in the debate today.
You're welcome.
Which I loved. But it also made it the fact that he was in over his head and wasn't prepared for what he brought forth. So yeah, it was a win-win, and hopefully when he comes back next time, we are going to have some fun with a Find Familiar spell in a Wizarding World. Yeah. Can't wait to see all the fun shenanigans that you guys come up with that. And the ramifications worldwide. It's going to be fun. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy. We are done for today. Huzzah!
Bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Okay, bye
See
now.
you next
Bye-bye
time.
now. Bye-bye now.